What's up, people? It's the man you all know and love, nobody other than Urban Brother. Coming from your mama's basement, baby. I'm gonna get right to it. First, I want to give a shout out to my man Kevin Bow. He gave me some information according to one of the videos I made a while back, and I told him I'm gonna call him out, and I forgot to call you all, brother, but I'm making sure I'm doing it today. And also, I want to give a shout out to Eric Anderson for asking me to do a video on Jabari Brown. He asked me should the Lakers try to resign him. I told him that, personally, I prefer that I will ask you guys and see what you guys say. Now, I'm going to get right into Jabari Brown, but I'm going to give y'all two for the price of one in this video. And I'm going to do Jabari Brown and I'm going to do Metta World Peace. Because Metta World Peace, most of y'all already know. I don't really have to go in full detail about them. So we're going to do Jabari Brown first. Now, one thing about Jabari Brown is this. Luke Walton is all about spacing and movement. Jabari Brown actually fits Luke Walton's system. To be honest, anybody that can shoot can fit Luke Walton or Golden State Steve Kerr's system, because that's basically what Luke Walton is bringing over here. And they both learned from the Zen master, Phil Jackson. So these two guys are actually sons of the master who laid down the artwork for these guys now to take it and start winning. So kudos to Golden State for winning the year before. And also getting to the finals this year. And thank you for helping Luke Walton. So now we have a good coach, and I really believe in Luke. Even though I wanted Byron Scott, but at the same time, Luke was available, so why not go after him? That'd be the most stupidest thing not to do. So anyway, Jabari Brown, some websites got him listed at 6'5", 215, and some got him listed at 6'4", 202. Now I'm gonna go with the 6'5", 215 for a second. Now keep this in mind. Jabari Brown is a shooter. This dude can shoot. I mean, he had outbursts like in the D-League where he scored 50 points. I think he scored, 30 with us one time or something like that? Or was it? Yeah, I think it was like 30-something. So he had games where he actually put good numbers out. And like I said, in Luke Walton's system, he will fit good in Luke Walton's system because there's a lot of ball movement, finding the open man. And most of these players, like I said, the Lakers need more shooters. Not saying that we don't have enough, but right now we got most of our power forwards are still learning how to shoot. So it's always good that we have a good nucleus of a good rotation of players to be able to come in and produce. Now, the guy, like I said, I'm going with the 6'5", 215. Now, with the D-League, he only played 8 games, but he had outbursts of 27 points, 23 points, 26 points. Now, remember, the Lakers signed him the year before last. Not this year just passed, but the year before last. And they waived Steve Nash. And then they wound up letting him go at the end of the year. I mean, they invited him to the Summer League and all that stuff, but they let him go at the end of the year because they had to make room for their, make room for the roster. And Metta World Peace was the one that made the last spot. I mean, yeah, you could have given Zachary and Kelly, but it is what it is. It's all Byron Scott. And also, I want to keep this in mind. I want to share this with you guys. We, as a Laker family, sometimes we be stubborn to talent. And why I say that? Because, remember, we had Ken Bazemore. We even invited Whiteside, I think, at the Summer League. So we had opportunity to look at these players. But we overlooked them. Even Raymond Session, he did it good, but he didn't want to come back because of the Kobe situation. So that's a different story. But these two guys were actually a part of us, and we let him go. Now we're trying to fight to get Whiteside back, which is kind of crazy, right? I know. But I hope that the Lakers learn from these mistakes and make better decisions, which I think they did. That's the main reason why I think they didn't budge, through all these trade talks and rumors and everything. They kept their doors closed. They didn't answer their phones. Whatever they didn't do, you didn't hear no noise from the Lakers office. And that's why I say, at the end of the day, no matter what you fans say about how bad, the Buss family is, at the end of the day, y'all got to give them some credit, man. I mean, seriously, man, you got to start, acknowledging what they've been doing. I told Dan Izzo in the comment section a while ago that they had been made these plans 3 years ago, what they were going to do and all that, and it's starting to work out. So Don Tizzle, my fault, I said Dan Tizzle. But anyway, like I said, now the thing about him also, from the 2-point, he was only shooting 36%, and for the 3-point shooting 27%. But he is a 39% 3-point shooter, which is actually good. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind, man. Like I said, Jabari Brown would be a good addition on a team, but the only biggest problem is always the defense. That's the main reason. That's the main reason why, me personally, he wouldn't be my first suggestion. Like, I would look at other possibilities first before I move on him, only because the Lakers really need defense. You know what I mean? Like, right now, we don't have no defensive presence besides the 3 that I named. Well, and Bass won't be there, so you only have Larry Nance Jr. and Anthony Brown. Now, other than that, we can say D'Angelo Russell, but, you still need interior defender. And some of these guards and small forwards have to play D. You can't rely on just the center to bail you out all day. somebody got to be that grimy person to get down and get dirty and play some defense. It ain't always about offense. Ask the Cleveland Cavaliers when they played the Warriors. You know what I mean? They locked down them boys and locked on them shooters. And what happened to them shooters? They didn't show up. So you need defense. Now, would I take Jabari Brown? Like I said, it depends on what we get. Now, we get a small forward or a six, like a wingman who can play the 2 and the 3, and he's a defender, then I wouldn't mind taking Jabari Brown because he'll be a good addition on the bench. So if one of our good players, you know, like for instance, JC or D'Lo get injured or something, he'll fit right in that rotation. Now, like I said, but I'm leaving it up to you guys. What do you guys think? Do we think that we should go and sign Jabari Brown, or should we like see what else is out there? Give us some other options. Now, keep in mind, he does come cheap, so that is a big plus though. We can get him for cheap. You know what I mean? He wouldn't mind taking the minimum, you know, as long as he get back on the floor. So that's not too bad. I mean, you know, that's another thing that we can think about. We can sign him to a 1-year contract, or, you know, however they want to do it. They don't really have to, you know, to weigh him down like, okay, we're going to give you 3 years. They don't have to do that. They can give him a 1-year contract, and if he don't pan out, they can let him go or cut him throughout the season if they choose to. Send him back down to D-League like they've been doing all last year. Now, with Metta World Peace, you already know the situation on Metta World Peace. I don't even have to explain his strength, his weakness. Y'all know the only thing that really hurts Metta World Peace is his age. But one thing I can say about Metta World Peace is this. He is not the Metta World Peace that he was back in, you know, the Indiana Pacers time. He is a newfound person, and I respect him for that. The reason why I say that, because number one, Metta World Peace to me is probably the best role model on that team, even over Kobe. Yes, I said it, even over Kobe, and I'm going to tell y'all the guys the reason why. When D'Lo and Nick Young went through that, you know, that whatever that was you want to call it, because I think it was just childish, but you know, it is what it is. I'm not beating either one of them brothers down. I got love for either one of them. But when when D'Angelo Russell went through what he went through, the only person that came in his corner to help him out was Metta World Peace. Metta World Peace helped him. He talked him through it and all that, and told him how to, you know, to overlook, and basically he comforted him as a big brother. You know what I mean? Even in the media, he spoke out positive about the whole situation. You know what I mean? Everybody else just turned away, act real childish about it. Yeah, we know D'Lo did wrong. So did Nick Young. I don't blame either one of them. Like I said today, they both were men. They both made mistakes. It is what it is. You know, let bygones be bygones. Get over it. You know what I mean? There's no perfect person that ever walked this earth. So let's get it right. The only perfect person that walked this earth, you know, y'all know who it is, but some of y'all might not believe, and I'm not going to go in that direction. But at the end of the day, he's a good role model. You know what I mean? Off the bench. You know what I mean? So I like, you know, his personality. Now another thing is he does know the triangle offense. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, he got on his Instagram account, and he basically gave a breakdown of Phil Jackson's triangle offense and how much he know it. And he said that that one day after retiring, he was thinking about being the coach. Now here's my other thing. Now, if they don't resign Metta World Peace, I think Metta World Peace would be a good addition to Luke Walton's coaching staff. You know what I mean? Like, come in just to learn. You know, give the man an opportunity to learn, because I think he would do pretty good, man. I mean, like, he was like I said, he was really breaking it down. You need to follow him on Twitter, and you follow him on Twitter so you can see for yourselves, man. Man, he really broke it down about the triangle offense. Now, with Metta World Peace, like I said, now would I bring him back? I definitely would bring Metta World Peace back, because number one, like I said, he's a good role model. You know what I mean? He the only one that helped D'Lo through that situation. Kobe, nobody else really did. Nobody really wanted to touch that situation. You know what I mean? Metta World Peace is the only one that did. I love Kobe, but at the same time, I look at the point that Metta World Peace is the only person that really stood out. You know what I mean? Even to the fact when D'Lo got hurt on the court. Look at the scenario with that. Who helped him come? Who came off the court to help him? And who just sat there? Pay attention to a lot of that stuff, man. So, Metta World Peace, I would love to have him, and I know they only probably can get him for like $1 million, whatever it may be. He'd probably take the minimum. He probably don't even care. He just want to play. So, I mean, like, if Metta World Peace want to come back, I would definitely bring him back, because, like I said, he's a good inspiration off the bench. If you can keep Zachary on the bench and don't bring him in at all, you know what I mean, and just have him ride in the paint, you could do the same thing with Metta World Peace. He could be a good inspiration for them young guys, because you're going to need a role model, a veteran on that team to help these guys, especially when they're going through hard times, especially if we go through a losing streak or something like that. Somebody got to be there to motivate them, to inspire them to get back up and say, listen, it's not your last game. We still got something many games left to play. So yes, I love Metta World Peace, and I would love to have him definitely back, just for that point alone. Not for the point of his defense, because even though he's old, and, well, you know, a little slow, not as slow, but he still got the defense. He still can shoot. And you're going to need that physical type of person once in a while. Especially if you're going up against Draymond Green, something like that. You're going to need somebody physical come off the bench to get these guys hyped up, to get them inspired that it's always not about just looking pretty on the court, but sometimes you might have to get dirty. And I ain't talking about dirty where you start doing like flagrant fouls and all that crazy stuff, but you know, grimy defense where you got to grind it out in order to win these games. You know what I mean? So, and with that alone, like I said, I'm leading up to you guys. Do you think that Metta World Peace should be offered opportunity back with LA? You know, let me know in the comment section what you think. Like, share, subscribe. I love you guys. Good looking as always. It's your man Urban Lover. I'm out. Like Dynamite.